Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're doing well. You're watching the Grok Trade Stock Market Summary Series. And wow, we are seeing some interesting developments in stocks amongst the volatility we've seen as of late.
Yeah, definitely some movement.
We're going to get into the markets, the economy, and we'll wrap up with crypto and metals, so stick around for that. But before we get into it, hit that like button. It doesn't cost a thing, that helps us out a lot. And click that subscribe while you're at it so you never miss a beat. You can always unsubscribe later. And as always, none of this is buying or selling advice in any capacity whatsoever. We're just here to provide some market commentary and trading education that hopefully you're getting some value from.
It's commentary and education.
So with no further ado, let's get into the no-fluff summary of the markets.
All right, let's do it.
So looking at the overall market, seemed like a mixed session today, wouldn't you say? Kind of struggling after that big rebound yesterday from Friday's sell-off.
Yeah, definitely struggling for direction. You saw it in the major indices. The S&P 500, it dipped about 0.51%.
Right, pulling back from that gap window we noted yesterday.
Exactly. And the NASDAQ, QQQ, that fell a bit more, 0.68%. Still seeing that, tech choppiness.
Yeah, which we sort of anticipated, right? With those overbought signals we were talking about.
That caution seems warranted. Now, the Dow, the DIA, that eased just a little bit, 0.15%.
Nice. Yeah.
But the Russell 2000, the IWM, that actually bucked the trend today.
Yeah. Climbed, what, 0.5%?
0.1%, yeah. Building on yesterday's huge 2.24% surge.
And critically, holding above its 200-day moving average, that level you flagged.
Absolutely. That 200-day is a level we flagged as critical, and seeing it hold there is, well, it's a positive sign for small caps.
Okay, let's shift to some stocks. Tesla, TSLA, still in that symmetrical triangle pattern we discussed.
Yep, coiling up, still just above that support trend line we talked about yesterday.
It's getting really tight in there, isn't it? Looks like it's nearing that 70-90% completion point of the triangle's length.
Yeah, it really is. Primed for a breakout, you'd think, but...
There's always a but.
Well, yeah. Traders need to be cautious about a potential death hook if it retraces after a break.
Ooh, explain that a bit. The death hook.
It's basically a sharp reversal right after what looks like a positive breakout. It can trap traders who jump in too quickly thinking the move is confirmed.
Right, catching them on the wrong side.
Exactly. And, navigating pitfalls like that, understanding the nuances of risk management post-breakout, that's something we really focus on teaching in the mentorship program.
Good point. Also watching Hasbro, HAS, that's still building energy in the bull flag pattern we highlighted last week.
Another classic setup, potentially. And Webull, that one popped up on the watch list.
Yeah, saw some heavy volume there. Trending higher now out of a pretty deep retracement.
Definitely caught some eyes today.
Sector-wise, what stood out?
Well, oil and gas exploration, XOP, led the way, up 0.77%.
Interesting. Energy leading on a mixed day.
Yeah, while utilities, XOU, lagged pretty badly, dropping over 1.07%.
Okay. As always, guys, if you've got a stock you're watching or maybe a question about the markets, definitely drop it in the comments. All right, let's pivot to the economy. We got the ISM Services PMI data today.
We did. Came in at 50.1. That was actually a little bit below the consensus forecast, which was 51.5.
So a bit softer than expected and down from last month's 50.8.
Right. Indicates a bit of a softening in services activity. This data came out at 9:00 a.m. Central Time.
And how did that impact things?
Well, it sort of kept the markets on edge. There weren't any major Fed comments today, no other big economic catalysts, really.
The traders were just left looking at the charts.
Pretty much. Focused on those technical levels, which, honestly, given the mixed action, isn't too surprising. It aligns with what we anticipated for today.
Makes sense. Okay, let's wrap up with crypto and metals. Bitcoin, BTC.
Slipped a bit today, down about 1.1%. But the key thing is it's still holding above its 50-day moving average.
Gotcha. And metals, gold, GLD.
Gold posted just a small gain. It's really just continuing its consolidation, staying in the upper part of its recent range, still above the 20-day and 50-day moving averages.
So holding steady? What about silver, SLV?
Silver actually had a decent day, climbed 1.09%. It's getting pretty close to its 20-day moving average now.
Oh. So maybe setting up.
Yeah, we're tracking that one for a potential breakout setup. Could be interesting.
Listening to all this, days like today really highlight the need for a solid approach, don't they?
They absolutely do. Mixed signals, choppy action. This is exactly the kind of environment where Grok Trade's mentorship program really empowers traders.
How so?
Well, it's about offering that hands-on coaching to really master these kinds of setups. Like Tesla's tightening triangle we talked about.
And handling the risk, I imagine.
Critically.
Yeah.
Robust risk management strategies are essential. We equip traders to navigate these mixed sessions with precision, spotting the opportunities, but just as importantly, avoiding those pitfalls.
And there's support until you recoup the investment.
That's right. It's a serious program focused on delivering real, consistent results. We're confident in it.
Sounds comprehensive. So wrapping up today's summary, felt like the market took a bit of a breather after yesterday's big rally.
Yeah, pause seems like a good word for it.
So, thinking ahead, what's your take on the Russell's strength carrying through? Or, what's the next big signal for Bitcoin's move?
Good questions to ponder.
Drop your thoughts below, folks. We'll dive into it all again tomorrow. Hope this summary was useful.
Yeah, I hope it helped.
Have a great rest of the day, everyone, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's market summary.